Okay. So fine. And right, today we're going to start with the quick revision of the vocabulary, which we looked at last time. And this was vocabulary to describe our emotions, so-called phrases to describe emotions. There were some fixed phrases and some stronger, how to express stronger feelings. And we also listened to 4 stories of people talking about their experiences in different fields. So, and what we did last time, we completed some sentences with different words. We're going to do it one more time as a revision part and see how it works. Yeah. Okay, have a look. These are the sentences from the conversations which we listened to last time. And let's try to complete the sentences one more time with the words. If possible, Ludmila, don't look at your notes, right, from last time. Let's try to remember. Okay, you don't have to go one by one. You can do the ones that you can remember spontaneously.
It was completely devastating.
Very good.
I felt totally numb. I just pulled my eyes out.
Yay, that's right.
I felt so ashamed. I was quite literally in shock. It has a big impact on me. It really inspired me to become a writer.
Yeah.
Simply couldn't believe my food. My luck.
My luck, the opposite.
And this completely blew my mind, you know.
Blue, yeah, in the past. Blow is infinitive, in the past, blue.
I realized that what a total fool I'd been.
Yay, that's right. Okay, brilliant. So you remembered all of them. Which of the phrases would you use to say that you cried a lot?
I just bawled my eyes out.
Yes, right. When you are so much surprised in a bad way so that you even can't move, you have no words, you are speechless.
I felt totally numb.
Right. Something which is very upsetting, depressing is completely...
It was completely devastating.
Devastating, okay. When something influences you a lot, another word?
Blow my mind.
Okay, but another one that influences you.
Yeah.
Okay. You can, by the way, yes, use it as a verb to impact somebody or have an impact on somebody. Have an impact. Okay, good. And when something is so surprising or unexpected, you can say it
in shock.
Okay, or it blew.
I blew my mind.
Right. Okay. If you feel embarrassed, you can also say I was a total. When you do something wrong, when you are embarrassed.
Ashamed.
Ashamed, very good. And to be a total fool.
Total fool.
A total fool. Okay, that is also to be embarrassed. Yeah, I was such a fool. Okay, good. Now we're going to have a look at a little text, which will talk about some sporting event. Tell me, please, what do you actually think about sports and watching and visiting sporting events? Are you into sports and do you like watching sporting events?
Yes, I like to watch sporting events. For example, ski events during world competition or during Olympiada. and skate competitions too. And sometimes, and many years ago, I visited a football
Football match, yeah.
football match with my brother. Yes, and it was also interesting for me.
Right. Oh, why did you like it? What was special about it?
It's a very nervous situation that took you in totally, как сказать, напряжение.
Yes, okay, you are always tense. Yeah.
Always tense. Yes. And,
right. Yes, it's true. It's true. And this atmosphere, yes, of all the crowd supporting their team is also something very special to experience. Okay, that's so lovely. I'm going to show you the sporting event. What do you think? What sport does it show?
It is a volleyball.
Volleyball. Have you ever been to a volleyball match live?
No.
No, you haven't. Right. Me neither, actually. I think I've just probably been when I was a schoolgirl or something, but professional volleyball match, no, I've never experienced. Okay, we're going to read the text, yeah, and check out what was the experience. I'd like you to work individually first. Look at the text and complete the text with the words which are given here above. Okay? When you're ready, just let me know.
Что-то у меня некоторые слова никуда не поместились.
Yeah, okay, good. Let's see what we have. I will help you, no worries. Okay, let's read the whole thing, yeah, to make sure everything matches the context. Okay, begin, please. What do you have?
Volleyball has had a big impact on my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't believe my luck.
Mm-hmm.
My family managed to get tickets to the national finals.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't believe my luck. Okay, totally right. Okay.
I was going to cheer for players who inspired me
Mhm,
so
mhm.
much, and this was going to be out year.
Who inspired? Yes, and it's going to be our year. Okay, that's all good.
When we lost, it was total devastating.
Total, not real, completely. Why not total? Total you use with a noun usually, not totally, but total. Yeah, like an adjective. But completely as an adverb describes an adjective.
First, I have completely, but then I use this word in the other
Uh-huh.
part so that I change it for
The
total.
places, yeah. Okay, we will get to it and see where you wanted to use completely. Okay, some of the players.
Some of the players were bawling their eyes out,
Mhm.
and the fans were in shock.
Mhm. Yeah.
I felt so ashamed.
Yeah. Or
I felt so numb.
numb. I think numb suits here also good, yeah? Yeah. Numb numb suits better for me actually. I felt so numb. Good. Yeah.
My sister, the only family member who isn't a volleyball fan,
Mhm.
thinks we are
Mhm.
total fools.
Yeah.
А completely здесь.
Часть речи не подходит. Если бы было complete, то подошло бы. Дело в том, что, посмотрите, по частям речи. Completely, it's an adverb. Adverb usually describes an adjective. Devastating, it is an adjective. Total is an adjective. And it describes a noun. So if you had complete как прилагательное, то тогда можно было complete full. Yeah? Чисто части речи не подходят просто.
Total fools to take a sport so seriously. It blows her mind. Losing game could cause people to cry and talk about it for weeks. I think she's a bit shocked of our...
We have already had shocked.
Ashamed.
Ashamed. Of our obsession. Yeah? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. It makes sense. She's a bit ashamed of our obsession. Right, exactly. So very emotional, very, very emotional fans of volleyball, right? Can quite understand the people. Ludmila, now I will ask you to read the text one more time and try to remember as many details as you can from the story. In 2-3 minutes, I will ask you to try to retell the story using the words which we have just used. Okay, so a couple of minutes more to check out the text again.
Я вот предложение не очень понимаю. I was going to cheer for players who inspired me so much, and this was going to be our year.
Okay, let's look at it, yeah? I was going to cheer for players. Any ideas what is the fan going to do at the match?
Ну, она пошла в зону фанатов.
Так, и что она там собиралась? I was going to cheer for the players. Она собиралась за них болеть.
Болеть, да.
Да, cheer, yeah? She was going to cheer for the players who inspired, которые ее... Да, они ее очень сильно вдохновляли. And this was going to be our year. То есть это должен был быть их год в смысле победы, да? То есть она предполагала, что это будет их год, когда они все будут побеждать. But in fact, it was totally different. Right. Okay, Ludmila, done? Right. Okay, then I'm going to do a trick like that. Okay, and I'd like you to tell the story using all the words which are given here in the box, and I will tick them as you use them.
The volleyball has a big impact on girl. She couldn't believe in her luck when her family said that they are going to go to the national final. She came to the fan zone to cheer the players who inspired her for years, and she hoped that the team will win.
Would win, because it was all in the past, would win. All right.
But it was not so. So that she was completely shocked.
Completely devastated, yeah?
Completely devastated, and some players rolled their eyes after that.
They blowed their eyes out, yeah?
Blowed their eyes out. She was in numb.
She was numb.
She was numb. Her sister, who was not a fan of volleyball, was very embarrassed, and she had her mind blown. It blew her mind.
Yeah, out.
It blew her mind out.
No, sorry. It blew her mind, yeah?
It blew her mind.
Your mind.
Without.
Without.
She was in total shock that people can cry after such event. Can speak about it many weeks after that.
Right.
She was ashamed of that.
Yes, and she thought we were total fools.
Yes.
Yeah, she thought we were total fools. Brilliant, Ludmila, that's so great. You managed to use all the vocabulary sets, all the vocabulary that we needed. Very nice, very nice. Okay, now, could I please ask you to think of your own examples of life that you felt probably a bit ashamed, or you didn't believe your luck, something that was completely devastating, or maybe you blew your eyes out because of something. I'm going to get back to the phrases that we used. So I would like to show the collocations to you back. Right, here they were. I will ask you to choose 2 or 3 collocations that would match any your life situations. All right. Any 2 or 3, if you can come up with 3. All right. Do you think you need a moment more, or can we start?
It's okay.
Right? It's okay. Good. So tell me, please, which of the collocations have you chosen, and how can you use them to describe your experience?
Total shock. I just bawled my eyes out, and it completely blew my mind.
Okay, so please tell me about the situations that happened to you.
Some months ago, we took our cat, and at one evening, I was in total shock when I heard it was crying, and he he or it, I don't know.
Literally eat, but if it is a cat which is, your family member, then you can say he.
Or maybe he then. He broken his leg.
Okay.
And, yes, I just bawled my eyes out because he was crying so loud, and he has very severe pain.
Right. Did you have to take your cat to the vet?
Yes, of course. It was in 2 hours at the night. We looking for a vet clinic.
Yeah, emergency vet. Yeah.
Yes, found it. Yes, and then he underwent an operation.
Oh, wow, poor thing.
Yes, in his leg.
That is so upsetting, a completely devastating situation. Yeah. Ludmila, and did it take him long to recover completely?
It took about 2 weeks to recover, but then he need to.
In the past?
He needed to remove the stift, but it was not done. It didn't done.
No, it was okay. It wasn't done.
It wasn't done because his bones are too small, and the surgeon advised to wait some months.
Okay, I see. Right. So you're still waiting, yeah?
Yes, we're still waiting.
Decision. All right, fine. Very sad for your cat, really. That is totally upsetting situations, yeah, when they are not feeling well. All right, what's the next one?
The next one is about a course of psychosomatic. About 3 years ago, I visited a course of psychosomatic. It takes 1 year. It has some short courses in this year. It was very interesting, and it completely blew my mind.
Okay, that's so cool. What kind of information blew your mind the most? What was the, eye opener or mind opener?
The impact of our psychic to our somatic health.
Yeah, right. So it is completely linked to each other, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you sometimes get the patients who you would diagnose as psychosomatic problems?
Yes, there are many patients with these problems, and some patients has somatic problems, but it ухудшается.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
But it's getting worse due to psychological problems, for example.
Okay, fine. Right, important topic actually, right? And we should never underestimate it. Yes, we should never underestimate our emotional health. Right. Okay, very good. Ludmila, and the last one?
It was the last. I have.
It was the last. Okay. Sorry. Yes, it was the last. Exactly.
Bawled my eyes and blew my mind.
Right, very good. It was just so interesting to listen about these situations that I stopped counting the phrases. Lovely. Then let's go on, and today we've got a bit of grammar to discuss and to check out. And so, Ludmila, first of all, when we speak about some situations that happened to us and we want to share our experience to other people, which verb forms or tenses would you usually use?
Would. I would ask you.
Right. So, I mean, would you use present forms, past forms, and which exactly?
Present forms.
Present. Not the past, if something has already happened. Past forms, of course. Which past forms do we tend to use?
Simple, past simple.
Past simple, okay, but not only, right? There are many more forms. Past simple, past continuous.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry?
Past perfect.
Past perfect, yeah, as well, right? There are also so-called used to and would forms to show that something is repeated, yeah, or was repeated in the past. Luckily, today we're not going to talk about all of these, right? We're not going to mention past perfect today, but we will be speaking about past simple, past continuous, used to, and would. These are the ways to express the past situations. Okay, and here we've got the rule, and we will try to complete it with the words here that are missing out. If you don't mind, I'm going to open it in a different view for you. Okay, and let's try out. So we're going to start with the past simple form. Let's check it out.
Use the past simple for action and state in the past that are complete.
Absolutely right. So they have already finished, they are complete, and usually it is a single action, right? Completed action. Okay. And we also usually
use the past simple to tell the main events in story.
Yeah, that's right. And when we enumerate them, we would use past simple. Have a look. The teacher walked in and switched off the lights. These were main events of the story, right? That is why past simples. Okay, let's move on and then past continuous.
Use past continuous for actions in the past that were not complete at that point in the narrative.
So have a look. They say they were not complete. They were in progress. They were ongoing. For example?
For example, they were in continuous or in progress and unfinished at that time.
Yeah, exactly. They were in the background or in progress. What does it mean in the background? That means they were not the main events. For example.
Это да.
Какую-то атмосферу они часто создают. Например, I woke up and the weather was nice. I was sitting, drinking my morning coffee. The sun was shining. And then I got a doorbell. Yeah? И так далее. То есть это не основная какая-то идея, но она создает атмосферу. Поэтому называется background. Or they were in progress and unfinished at the past. And we've got here the example.
It was raining and we were sitting in the classroom.
Okay, right? It was raining and it is absolutely background situation, yeah? And we were sitting in the class, we were in progress. Okay. Then we have state verbs. Any ideas what are state verbs?
Глагол состояния.
How do we understand them? What are they?
Laugh, no, stay.
Yes. Usually I say that state verbs happen in our head and in our heart. Yeah. Something what we can't physically do. And so, and the state verbs are rarely used in which form? In continuous or longer or many times?
State verbs is really used in continuous.
Right. We would usually use them in simple form, yes. Right? However, sometimes we can come across these situations like I'm loving it, which is not in the rule. Yeah, it is in continuous, but usually we don't do it. And we've got here example. Check it out.
I wasn't knowing that he meant.
what he meant. So you usually don't say like that. I wasn't knowing. The correct one is I didn't know. Yeah. Okay. Very often we would use past simple and past continuous in one sentence together. Have a look. When two connected actions with the same object follow each other, you often leave out the subject and the auxiliary. This is this is for two continuous sentences or parts of the sentence.
Auxiliary.
Auxiliary is did, do, does, was, were. They are auxiliaries. Right. Let's look at the sentence example.
I was eating a sandwich at work. I was having my lunch break.
You don't have to say again, I was having, right? You can say, I was eating a sandwich at work, having my lunch break. And that is totally fine. Was is exactly the auxiliary verb here. You can leave it out. Okay. Then comes one of my favorite things, and it is used to, which is to show some repeated actions in the past. Let's check the rule.
Used to refers to states or action in the past that happened many times.
That's right. And important, they do not happen now anymore. So it all, it is all left in the past. Right. And the sentence example?
We used to hang out together all the time.
Okay. Did it happen once or many times?
Many times.
Many times. Does it still happen now?
No.
No. Okay. Because used to shows that it is all in the past. Okay. There is another word, would, which actually means absolutely the same, but there is a little difference. Let's check it.
You can also use would for repeated actions in the past, but not states.
Yeah, and this is an important difference. Used to, you can use with the states. I used to be very shy. Now I'm not, but I used to be very shy. Or I used to live in Kaliningrad. I used to have a lot of free time. Yeah, but with would, you can only use actions. And examples?
I'd get up, have breakfast. We'd spend every moment together. I would never have any ambitions.
Yeah, you can't say like that because have is a state verb. You would say, I never used to have. Кстати, опечатка. I never used to have any ambitions. But you can say, I would get up or I'd get up, have breakfast, I would spend or I'd spend every moment together. And there is another very good way to show that something happened many times. Let's
happened many times or for longer than expected.
It is keep assigned.
The rain kept falling and we kept listening.
Yes. In Russian we would often say like продолжал. И дождь все продолжал идти, а мы все продолжали слушать. Quite often. Or you can say like that. А дождь все шел и шел. Да? So keep is, it shows that something was long and continuous action. Right. Very good. So in fact, we revised today 5 forms: past simple, past continuous, used to, would, and keep. 5 different ways. Okay. Let's check them out in the sentences and how we can use them just in a moment. Okay. Let's look at 7. And here you've got the pairs of sentences. Let's decide which is correct or more likely, yeah, which is better to use. Let's decide.
I hated all the studying.
So A. Right? A. Okay, good.
She was making a sandwich and then she ate it. I don't know, because the perfect perfect would be better.
Yeah, by the way, you're totally right. It's better to say she'd made a sandwich and then she ate it.
She ate it. Maybe she made a sandwich and then she ate it.
Very good. Yeah, exactly. Because if you have the action, one, then another, and so on, they are main events, and you can just use past simple for them, right? She made a sandwich, then she ate it, then she dressed up and went to work.
Okay.
Right.
I was standing on the shore looking out to sea. B.
Yes. Right. And we remember we can leave out, yes, the second subject and auxiliary. Okay. Right. The fourth.
Я не знаю, что такое adore.
Adore, that means, wow, she's so amazing. This is adore, восхищаться.
I would adore, I used to adore my aunt.
Yes, because adore is not an action verb. Yeah, it is a state verb. Very good. And the fifth.
I couldn't sleep. I keep thinking about what she said.
Yay, that means I couldn't stop. I was thinking and thinking and thinking about it. I kept thinking about what he said, right? Okay, Ludmila, brilliant. That's so good. It didn't seem to be difficult. Then, okay, one moment. Let's then look at a little text which we've got here. Right. Could I ask you to look through the text very quickly, ignoring the verb forms? And first tell me in 2-3 words, what is that about? What is the person telling us about? Right? So what is it about?
The story is about that in our childhood, we usually don't think what people are thinking about us, and life is simple due to this situation. But when we became older, we begin to thinking what people are thinking about us, and sometimes it complicates the общение, что ли.
Communication, yes.
Communication with people, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Right. Very good. And the person tells his own story, right? How he was or she was feeling and so on. Right. Very good. I'd like you now to read it a little more carefully and choose which verb forms are correct in every gap. I will give you about 2 minutes. Try to do it yourself and then we'll compare.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's compare then what you've got. So please start.
When I was a young child, I didn't used to worry about what other people thought of me. While I was playing, I was happy and life was simple.
Yeah.
As I got older, I started I started to worry more.
Yeah.
I wanted everyone to like me. Of course, I would never ask anyone that they were really thinking of me. Вопрос.
Look, think is a very interesting verb because think can be state verb or it can be activity verb. Have a look. Oh, I think it's a good idea. Is it state or activity verb?
State.
State, because when think shows your opinion, it's always a state verb. Another one. Oh, I'm thinking about my holiday. Where should I go? What about this?
It's not state. It's the active.
Right, because the meaning is обдумываю. As this opinion or
yes,
thought. What was their opinion about me? Yeah.
One day in the school cafeteria, I was sitting with a new friend, chatting about life. And this thought came into my head. I wondered. She think I'm strange. So I decided ask her, but before I could ask, she said, ask you a question. Do you find me too talkative and silly?
Yeah.
That was a huge life lesson for me. Yeah. I realized that other people have a critical voice in their head too.
Yes, I realized. Exactly. So that means it was not only him, right, who thought he was strange, but the other person as well. Yeah. A funny situation, but a good life lesson, obviously. Right. Okay, good. Now, Ludmila, let's talk a little bit more about you. And I'd like to ask you, when you were a child, where did you used to spend your summer holiday and what did you used to do?
When I was a child, I spent my summer holidays in Lipetsk region with my grandma and grandpa, and with the local friends.
Okay. What did you used to do there?
We used to play. We used to run. We play in some street games.
Right. Did you used to read a lot during your summer holiday?
Yes, I used to read many books because I like to read.
Right. And when you were a child, did you always used to do what the adults told you to?
No. When I was a child, I used to refuse what the older say to do.
Okay, can you think of one example? What didn't you used to do, but the adults told you to?
For example, I used to refuse from dress and skirts. I like to use
to wear. Yeah, I liked to wear.
To wear shorts and some boys clothes.
Which was a lot more comfortable to run around, I guess.
But my grandmother liked I was like a princess and bought me very, very beautiful dresses and so that.
And when you were a child, did you used to worry about what other people thought about you?
No, when I was a child, I used to. I didn't used to think what other people thought about me.
It wasn't so much important, right? Okay. And did you sometimes keep doing things that you were not told to do? So did you used to keep doing things which you were told not to do?
I keep doing with yes. Many times I kept to
keep in the past, kept
to go away very far from home, despite of older refugees.
Right. Oh. Yeah, they didn't let me do it.
They didn't let me.
Keep we use with ing. So I kept
to going away far away.
I kept going far away.
Kept going far away from the home.
That's right. Yes, this was the same for me actually. I kept going somewhere, God knows where. Yeah. And then I was told off by my parents, that again I was too far away. Yeah. Okay, good. And we can see a nice picture here in our students' book. I believe the parents of this boy also keep telling him not to do that, right? Stop doing it. Yeah. So very common and very typical for kids. Okay, Ludmila, is there anything that you keep telling your children not to do, but they still would do it?
Yes, it's this situation very fits for my small child. He keeps
he keeps ing.
He keeps sketching trees.
Yeah.
Very more. Despite I said to him, don't do it.
Okay, I can imagine, right? Maybe later on he would stop any day, right? Hopefully. Okay, very good. So all the forms you use in a correct way, but keep, yes, ing, please keep it in mind, right? I kept going away, he keeps climbing trees, and so on, right? Okay, nice. So then, as a homework, I will ask you to practice this grammar a little bit more, right? And we will see how people can use it also in telling stories and describing past experiences. Yeah. So I'm going to send you another story to check out. All right. Good. Then have a good day today and see you in a week, right?